All year, I've been working hard like all year. Intimidating rappers got their hearts filled with fear. They scared. Stay ahead of haters, I can see them in my rear view mirror as I steer so clear. Switch gears. That bitch hit me up, said that I got her feelings hurting. I asked why, she said because you're always fucking busy working.
What up, YouTube? Big G here. That's right. Penny Pinchers. You know what time it is. So anyway, it's been jacked up a little bit. I'm not always trying to shoot out some negative videos, but I've had a little bit of a bumpy last week and kind of this week. Just bunch of weird stuff, man. I've been running smooth, so you know what? When it rains, it pours. That's all I got to say. So anyway, I was headed down to Bentonville, Arkansas, to the Walmart DC. I left out of Indy. It was a load I was sitting on over the weekend. Just had to finish running it. And I stopped to take a 30 on 44 at a little Road Ranger Pilot as soon as you pretty much get past St. Louis. And took my 30, went in to the Burger King, went in there, grabbed the breakfast sandwich, come back out. And there was a big old pile of antifreeze all over the ground in front of my truck. Popped the hood, it was all over the motor, everything. But it wasn't real low, so I didn't add anything at that immediate second, and the truck ran okay. I did check the caps and everything, and the top cap was a little loose, but not really for the amount of fluid there was. So I ended up getting my load off, and of course there was no empty there. Then I had to travel 30 miles to get an empty, and then shut down at another truck stop because I was pretty much tapped on hours. So I went ahead and bought a bottle of antifreeze and stuck it in there, and topped it off, and basically shut down that night. Woke up in the morning to go do a quick drop and hook about 7 miles from where I was at. Got to the facility, and of course I get back there, there's nowhere to drop my empty to grab my loaded. So I got worked up and aggravated for no damn reason, just like some of us do at times. And so I went ahead and dropped my loaded in the middle of the yard, dropped my empty in the middle of the yard, grabbed my loaded trailer, pulled it out, parked it in the middle of the yard, hooked my empty back up, pulled it in, dropped the landing gear and all that. Well, I got in a hurry and jerked both my damn airlines off. That was a rookie ass move. I haven't did that in years. Years. I was so pissed. And of course, as an owner operator, you should have a couple airlines on you, but I didn't. I got bulbs and everything else, and of course, so I ended up calling a mom and pop road service, and it cost me $330 to fix them 2 airlines. So I was like, man, I gotta suck it up. Bad day. So, it's getting in a hurry and frustrated. It ended up costing me $330 in a couple hours of time. So it messed up my trip plan and everything. So anyway, ran a shorty load there in Oklahoma to make a quick $300 something. Paid pretty good. It was a real short run. And then grabbed the load. It was going to Washington Courthouse, Ohio, to the Walmart DC there. And of course there was a huge accident in Big Cabin. A guy was pulling a RV trailer, was coming out onto 69, the highway, and 2 cars had ran into it and killed someone instantly. And the other guy, I don't know, he was beat up pretty bad, but So got caught up in that a little bit. So I shut down with like 11 minutes to go at the Petro in Joplin on 44, headed back. So I had, because of all the I basically had to midnight to get the load there, which I wasn't going to have. I could start my clock at 4:30 in the morning, but I had 700 miles to make the delivery on time. And I don't like running my truck hard, but I knew I was going to have to maintain at least a 70 mile an hour speed limit to accomplish that run and get somewhere to park. So everything went good. I mean, I got out there, I got grinding. I literally stopped once for my 30-minute break, just on the other side of Effingham, and got back in there. And I knew 70 was jacked up with a lot of construction, because I know it's going to run me up 70, over 75 up 35 to Washington Courthouse. I decided to go 74 through Cincinnati to 71, which worked out way better. Got off there at exit 65 on 71 where the truck stops are, over to 35. And I had like 37 minutes left when I got the Walmart left on my clock. And so what was good is that's actually a Schneider facility at that Walmart. So we could actually break, shower, hang out, take our 10, we can hang out there at the Walmart DC. So that was nice. So I didn't have to worry about using that 37 minutes to get back to them truck stops. So anyway, that all worked out. But man, I hate running down to the last 2, 3, 30 minutes. I hate it. It just, as far as making appointments on time, I hate it. I don't mind doing it if I'm just doing it to try to get a little further, because that's completely up to the driver as far as how far you want to push yourself, or, where you can get parked. But I hate running down to the minutes. It's annoying. So, anyway, I got that one bust out. Well, then I found a load that was going directly across the street from the Walmart DC as a load of dog food coming to PA. So I'm like, wow, 3 minutes. Of course, there's no empty trailers at Walmart when I got up at 4 in the morning. And my load was ready at 1 in the morning at the place where I was picking up the dog food across the street. And so I couldn't, so I was sending a trailer request. They're going to send me 40 miles to Columbus, away from where I was at, and 40 miles back, 80 miles to just get a trailer and come back to do a drop and hook. And I'm like, I can just bobtail, grab my load and go, but they weren't giving me that option. They wanted me to basically waste my fuel and time. So luckily, one of the yard dogs at the Walmart, luckily those are like Schneider employees, the guy basically found me an empty. I dragged it across the street. The lady on nights, they couldn't find my bills. They said the load wasn't ready. I said, the load ain't ready. It was supposed to be ready at 1 a.m. So here I am, already on the clock, because I've been on the phone and on Qualcomm talking to the Schneider people, about the whole trailer incident. And that's time consuming on night shift. It takes forever for information to come back and forth. 15, 20 minutes every time you're waiting on an answer, it seems like. But anyway, went ahead and grabbed, got over there, and they said, they'll just live load you at 8. So basically, I'm not going to lose 3 hours. So I sat there, go up in there at 8. The day shift lady's like, your load's done. It's been sitting here. It's been loaded since 11 o'clock last night. So still ended up dropping and hooking after I wasted all my hours. So even during my 30-minute break to gain the other extra hour and a half I had, it was basically killing clock time. So it's been jacked up. It's been jacked up. So needless to say, I made the delivery with 13 minutes to go and was able to bobtail to a truck stop because there was no empty at the Walmart that I dropped off at, the dog food, up here in PA, and Tompkahana, I don't know, whatever. It's off of 380. I can't think of the name of the town. So then there was a load 30 miles away that I'm picking up at McLean. food. It's just empty pallets going back to Canton, Ohio. Says the load was ready at 7, and I can live load it from 7 to noon. I get over here at 7:45. Boom. Nope, you can't get it till noon. So now I'm on the clock. I'm off duty, but it's still burning my total off my 70, and it still milks you down. It gets rid of all your working hours, even if you're off duty. So I can't win this week. So I'm basically going to get this load to Canton and have like 9 hours left. And I'm trying to get to the house so I can get a PM done on my truck and everything. And they don't want you to have a load booked or anything through Schneider. They don't want you, just in case they find something on the truck and you're committed to something, they don't want you booking anything until your PM is done. And with Schneider, they pay for your PMs because they want you to do 4 a year. Which is cool. You know, it's a little time consuming, but at least they're trying to make sure that, you know, your truck's in good shape, and they're wanting to keep an eyeball on it. And we can use like 4 or 5 different places or Schneider facilities, and they pay for it. So it's just a matter of you taking it and having it looked at, and they just don't want you to be under no loads or have anything booked until that is over with. But you got like a deadline, so I got till the 30th, but I'd rather do it now, get it over with. I hate waiting last minute on stuff, especially the way this last week is. So it's been pretty crazy. But back to the radiator, ever since I dumped that fluid back in that radiator, it's never leaked out again. So I'm thinking maybe that cap was the cause of it. Just wasn't all the way tight, and climbing up and down them hills on 44, maybe it built a little pressure and sprayed some out. I don't know. It's not normal, evidently. I don't know, but I'm gonna have it checked out for sure, because it looks like it could be coming out of 2 spots. Definitely hose, a smaller upper hose, but anyway, I need to have a pressure test done on it, find out. So but anyway, it is what it is. It's been a crazy week. Everything's going good though. I did really good last week as far as running. So this week is not so much. But you know, I've been running kind of the southwest, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, Missouri area, because I tried to avoid all that hurricane action over in the southeast, because I was running the Carolinas and PA and Michigan and Ohio, and it's crazy. So you got that area over there where it's flat and you can run, you get better fuel mileage for your truck, and then in PA it's a lot of hills and mountains, so you burn a lot of fuel, and I feel like it's harder on your truck, especially as hot as it's been. So, you know, everything is what it is. But the thing is, my biggest thing, if any of you Schneider drivers watch some of my videos, how often do you come across these loads that say they're ready at a certain time, 7 o'clock, and you show up and then you can't pick it up until noon? I mean, and then they give me the option to kick the load off of me, but there was nothing else in the general area or a huge deadhead that was paying, like, everything else was under $1. And knowing everything comes out of PA does not pay good. Nothing in PA pays good going back the other way. Pays good coming over here, but it sucks going out. So, man, this is a common thing. I mean, it's been happening, it seems like, pretty consistently here lately. And usually I don't have problems getting trailers either. And I did go back to that Walmart this morning when I got up. I bobtail over there. I kept my workflow on. I never logged off. And sure enough, the same trailer I brought in with the dog food had been empty and was sitting there. So I rehooked up to the same trailer and went on Qualcomm and let them know I found an empty, and gave them the information, so they put it on me, so I was able to get over here just to sit on the side of a road, and just to sit on the side of the damn road here at this facility till noon, and it's 9:30 in the morning. So I still have a good 2.5 hours before I can even go in there to get live loaded. Who knows how long it's going to take them to throw these pallets on me. This is kind of a big facility. Hopefully quick and not no 2-3 hour window, because that's going to leave me about 6 hours of driving, because it's going to start killing my clock. I may not even make it all the way to Canton, which should have been an easy run. It's only 380 miles from here. I should have been able to have 3 of the 4 additional driving hours after I made the delivery, but I'm losing all that. So now I'm going to be lucky to get there. I may have to shut down an hour before I get there, take a 10 and drop it off in the morning, and try to find something to get just slightly closer back to Indianapolis that I can deliver on Saturday, because I'm not going to deadhead that far to go home. I always like making it home on the weekend, but and the thing is I'm gonna be so tight on hours, because I'm down to 23 now, and like they're peeling off as we go, so I may be down to like 8-9 hours. And I just, with this not paying really that good, $1.06, $1.11, I think it's $1.06. And it sucks, that sucks. $1.06 sucks, but it's better than a lot of them. There's a lot of them at 67 cents, 76 cents after your deadhead. So luckily this was a short deadhead, but it's just empty pallets too. I mean, but it's a close run, Everything going back towards Ohio, and that doesn't pay. I mean, there's a couple that pay better if you're going to Wisconsin, but that's just taking me away from the house, and then they don't deliver to Monday. And I need to get this truck PM, but everything's been going good. Truck is doing okay. I mean, after that little deal, I guess these are machines. You just got to keep an eye on them, but that's all I got, man. It's just keeping you updated on the craziness that I've had to deal with. Damn it. But it's Big G, man. I'm out here crack-a-lacking these loads. You guys have a good one.
Nobody supports me cause they know that I'm still nameless. I just fire my love guns at all my friends and all the haters. They don't wanna see me make it. It's outrageous, they can't take it. I'll remember who supported me when I finally get famous. Maybe they don't show me love because they don't see my